For this week, we're looking at Ophelia by the Lumineers. The chords are really easy. D minor, B flat, and there's a F. And the original is actually done on piano, but the way that the piano has been played, it works really well to translate it onto ukulele. So this is really going to sound cool as a UKE song as well. Now, for those that are not familiar with B flat, it might be a new chord to you. Your first finger goes flat across the first two strings in the first fret. Make sure that finger one is nice and flat and not like this. That's bad. You can see the movement. Bad. Good. You can see that movement over there. Okay. Then your middle finger goes to the third string, second fret. Ring finger to the top string, third fret. That's your B flat. Okay, now I'm going to start the YouTube channel. And what's cool about this over here, it's a live version. It's a nice video to watch as well. And you can hear the audience start. And as the singer walks to the microphone, you can actually sort of hear him go, if that was his footprints, walking up to the mic. And that gives us the count of 4, which is going to lead us in. Here we go. D minor in place. Just one strum on each chord. Let the chords ring as long as possible. Super easy. And this part's quite tricky. Now that part there that I just played, I'm going to look at that towards the end of the video. So let's first get to learn the song. The part that I just showed you is referred to as the piano interlude on your PDF file. And now we're going to start verse number 2. Now it's a very interesting thing that happens with verse number 2. You're going to have a look at the third line, and instead of going D minor, B flat, and F, the third line now goes when he sings, and I don't feel no remorse, C to B flat to the F. So your D minor has been replaced by a C. Okay, let's do that and let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, I've rewound the video just a little bit to about 33 seconds. So you're going to hear the ending of the piano interlude. And we're going to start again. Same D minor, B flat and F. One strum again. Here comes that C. Nice and easy. Now, just before we go to the chorus's rhythm is going to change. So I'm first going to break down the chorus so we can see what happens there. You're going to get a very sort of bouncy sort of rhythm going. It's going to go. Now to break that down for you before I play it with the original, you're going to go to D minor. It's a very staccato strum. Staccato means the strums don't ring. So it's not this. There the notes are ringing. There they're not ringing. And what I'm doing is I'm using my pinky to help me mute the strings. What's the pinky's action there? And then I change to B flat. Now for B flat, I don't need the pinky because all I need to do is just relax the pressure. You can see pressure on, pressure off, B flat fretted, and B flat relaxed. So if I go from here, D minor to B flat for Ophelia, and when it goes to the last part of Ophelia, you're onto F, your rhythm changes again. So you're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so your rhythm is what they call sort of a complex rhythm. So both bars aren't the same. So again, one more time with the F, you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just to focus on the strumming hand again, notice the pinky for the staccato, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and notice for this song as well, I'm not using a pick. It's a nicer song to actually just use the fingers. It's not as loud. A pick makes it very, very hard. So I would definitely consider using a pick for this one as a recommendation. Now I'm going to go to about 1 minute into the song. Okay, I'm going to start with D minor. You're going to hear him sing Ophelia, and I'm going to play along with, and he's going to lead up to it. So here we go, chorus, D minor, and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then you got the cool piano part again, which I'm going to show you later towards the end of the video. Now just quickly on the chords for the chorus again to complete it. We started with the first part you know now. D minor, B flat and F. And the second line where he sings, "You've been on my mind, girl, since the flood." It's going to be C, going to B flat this time. So it's the same sort of concept. 2 strums. And then I'm using the side of the thumb to mute the strings because my pinky won't extend far enough. It's not long enough to get the whole way across all 4 strings. So what's the side of the thumb there? You see the thumb muting on the strings. And you're going to go from the C to the B flat. And there you got your chorus. Let's try that together just one time by ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4 and... And here's a nice little tip as well. You'll notice that the F and the D minor feature quite a lot in sequence over here. In other words, after each other. If you're on F, which I'm sure you know, D minor is not as common, but it's a very easy change. There's your F, D minor, your ring finger, finger number 3, simply slides underneath it. So it's with it off and with it on. There we go. Nice easy change. So don't move fingers 1 and 2 when you go from F to the D minor. Okay. Now I'm going to play through the third verse, and we're going to see what happens next. There's the piano part again. Okay, now before we get to that next change there, you'll notice that verse 3's rhythm, even though the chords are the same, the rhythm has changed, and it's using the same rhythm or part of the rhythm we used for the chorus. So if you go to D minor for verse 3, it's going to go. And if I were to count that and do it slow motion, you'd have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change 2. 3 and 4 and F, 2, 3 and 4 and F is played twice. Okay, and then obviously when you go to the third line, the C is going to be twice. Sorry, C is going to be once, B flat and F, so the C is replacing the D minor, the same as we did in verse 2 as well. Now before we go to the final chorus which leads us out, it's actually quite a short song. I think it's only 2 minutes 42 seconds, which is quite short for a song. Normally they're 3.5 to 4 minutes. And around about a minute into 1 minute and 45, you're going to see the end of verse 3, and it goes to the pre-chorus where he sings, "Honey, I love you," and that's all she wrote. Now that last little quick change, that B flat F, happens just after he sings wrote, but we can hear it now if I play through with the track. I'm going to get my B flat in position here now. I'm going to 145 on the YouTube video. 2 and 3 and then you got the song's chorus once more time. So in the pre-chorus it's going to go, "Honey, I love you, that's all she wrote." Sorry, that should be an F. Let's do it again. "Honey, I love you, and that's all she wrote." And then a very quick B flat and F at the end of the pre-chorus line. And then after that back to, and and that's the chorus, which goes basically repeated 5 times in a row to the end. So I hope you got the song, I hope you got the rhythm. If there's any questions, let me know. Hope you have an awesome week. Enjoy the song, it works really well, and take care.